Hi, my name is Samuel Bellamy, and with this presentation, I would like to show you how you can go about living a happier life and a more stress-free life. I recently had the opportunity of reviewing two short videos. One was a TED Talk by Martin Seligman called The New Era of Positive Psychology. The other was a video called The Secret. The theory behind The Secret is based around the law of attraction. The law of attraction basically says that everything that is attracted to you is attracted because of what you think. What you become is essentially designed by the universe according to the thoughts that you put out into the atmosphere. Now, according to this video, we think of about 60,000 thoughts every single day, and it would be impossible to control every one of those thoughts. So, in order to control what you think about, everything should be centered and focused on your emotions. If you're having a bad day, your thoughts tend to dwell on how bad of a day you're having. But the law of attraction says if you flip that equation and you think about how good you feel, you will essentially attract more good things into your life. I liked this video, but it was kind of hard to quantify everything that they were saying to be true. I believe it's possible for you to have a positive outlook on life and think about things that are positive and still have negative situations happen to you. So I can't say for sure that I agree with everything in the video that The Secret just presented or displayed, but I can say it's a very interesting thought, and it's one that I believe should probably be studied more. And I think we can probably look for more information about that in the future. Now, the other video, New Era of Positive Psychology by Martin Seligman, the TED Talk, it was a very, very, very good talk. I really enjoyed it. It started out very, very refreshing with a couple of jokes. And the premise behind the New Era of Positive Psychology is that it takes more than the thought to recreate a happy life. And it's more about recreating the life than it is about eliminating stress. Stress will come because we're human and this life of ours is stressful. There's no way around it. The stress will come. So the idea is that you recreate positive situations that will make you happier, but not necessarily take away the stress. A couple of experiments that Mr. Seligman and his other psychology partners completed um, proved that with a few techniques, you can literally recreate your life to be happy and positive. One idea that Mr. Seligman had was called the pleasant life. And with the pleasant life, you basically plan a day around everything that you find to be pleasant. So, if you like ice cream, then you eat ice cream all day. That's that's it's as simple as that. If you enjoy bike riding, if you enjoy skiing, whatever activities you enjoy doing the most, you surround your day with that. And by doing so, it recreates your mood. It recreates uh, the vigor. It energizes your thought patterns to where you're automatically thinking positive thoughts. The other premise or the other line of thinking that Mr. Seligman has is called the meaningful life. It's basically where you try to discover doing things that are fun versus doing things that are good for people. If you can combine the two, that will make you happier. So, if you enjoy playgrounds, why don't you go build a playground to help the disenfranchised or someone who's less fortunate to you by adding what's fun to you with doing something for others, it creates happiness. And it's, again, not about relieving yourself of stress. It's about recreating your life and reshaping your life to where your happiness and the things that you do and your everyday activities outweigh the amount of stress that you have in your life. The third theory that Mr. Seligman has is called the strength date. And the strength date essentially says that you and your partner, you figure out what your top strengths are, and you do activities that focus only on your strengths. Oftentimes when you go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, they focus on the areas of your life where you're weaker and they try to make you stronger. Mr. Seligman's thought process right now is that instead of only focusing on the areas where you're weak, let's strengthen the areas where you're already strong. And let's focus more on your strengths than your weaknesses. Now, the two videos, they're both trying to achieve the same goal. They both want to reshape your life to the point where stress is no longer a factor. This is a funny thing about stress. Stress has many different effects of the body. Some of the effects, it affects your mood. You can be in a positive mood all morning, and a stressor may occur, and all of a sudden your mood is now no longer in the positive manner in which it was when your day started. The thing is, with your mood, when your mood changes, things like anger, depression, irritability, a lack of energy, concentration problems, sleep issues, headache, mental issues, including anxiety disorders and panic attacks occur. It also affects the rest of your body. It affects your blood pressure. It affects your immune system. It affects your stomach area. It affects your muscles and your bone density. It affects a wide variety of things. So you really want to get a handle on stress. I know with my job in particular, because we deal with a lot of low-income families and homes, when we go in to assess their situations, things are less than desirable. It's really hard to stay positive when you see some of the situations that we go into. But Mr. Seligman, he gives some great points. One tip that he shares in his video is called the gratitude, the pursuit of pleasure and gratitude. He says, when somebody does something for you that would go above and beyond the normal gesture, what you should do is write about a 300-word letter explaining how that gesture made you feel. By doing so, you relive the good feeling for yourself, but now you turn around and you read that letter to the person who provided you with the gesture, the person who did that good deed for you. And that replicates the feeling that you had to them. It lets them know that, hey, I did a good thing and it's giving me happy pleasures. So it's probably something that I should keep doing. So not only are you helping yourself, but you're also helping the next person just by sharing that one thing that, maybe they were having a bad day. You just shared something that will lift their moods. And if per the law of attraction, when you change their emotions, you change what they think about, which is going to attract more positive things to them. Now, out of the videos, I do believe Mr. Seligman's video is grounded more scientifically in just the sense that a lot of the things that they did, they were studied. The secret is more of a theory, because you can think of on a positive thing, on a positive note, and negative things can still happen. So based on the law of attraction, and what you think about is supposed to ultimately happen. So if you think on positive things are supposed to happen, but you can think on positive things and negative things still happen. So I feel like that kind of debunks the law of attraction to a certain degree. Mr. Seligman, on the other hand, has done research and studies that prove when you do these things, when you pursue happiness, when you pursue things that make you happy, it's like the ultimate happy. I'm not even sure how to explain it. It's more than relieving yourself of stress. It's creating this pleasure zone in your universe. Now, if you want to add the two together by recreating those pleasure zones, it gives you something else to think about, but it also reshapes how you view the world around you, thus making you a happier, less stressed person. Now, I hope that the video uh, gave you a few tips that you can take with you to recreate your life. Um, Again, it has been my pleasure. My name is Samuel Bellamy, and I thank you so much for your time.